Paul here from Top Gear, and yes, we're at the racetrack. Now, many of you know me as the Stig from Top Gear, and yes, that was my former title and job. But I've also, along the way, the last 30 years or so, in fact, been a driving instructor and a racing coach. And so today, we're actually going to do some driver training out here on the track, and we're going to take two aspiring drivers, maybe aspiring race car drivers, and put them through the paces in their rather cool cars on our rather cool track, and we're going to see how they get along. So I guess first of all, we need to meet them. I'm Paul.
Hi Paul, I'm Claire.
Hi Claire, so what brings you to our racetrack today?
Well, I'm pretty excited to rip around the track today because I'm used to driving in a lot of dirt, and so trying to see what it feels like to drive on asphalt really fast.
Well, kind of cool. I noticed your car. First of all, beautiful. But I did notice a couple of things. First of all, it's got mud flaps on it. It's a WRX, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of zip ties holding the bumper together.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to put two and two together here. Rallycrosser?
Yeah, that's right. Yep, I race rallycross.
So what are your goals? What do you think you get out of today?
Well, today I'm kind of interested in learning how to shift weight a little bit better, and knowing kind of when to apply the brake and when to hit the gas in the best sequence.
So, hello there.
Hello.
I think we've met. You look familiar. I've seen you on YouTube.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry you had to witness that.
I keep seeing you on YouTube.
And I brought my toaster out to the track today.
You had directions to bring a car out here.
Well, I brought a third of a car.
You brought a third of a car. Now, all joking aside, I grew up with these things. We had two 67 Cooper S's in the family, so I couldn't be prouder that you had this car. And actually pretty savvy, because Claire brought a rallycross car to a go-kart track. You brought a go-kart to a go-kart track.
Very clever. Well, I know absolutely nothing about driving quickly, like nothing at all. So I'm hoping to learn about what an apex is, where to brake, where to accelerate, where to shift, all of it.
All of it.
We've got one lap. It's going to be a busy lap.
Let's just start at the beginning of the lap and go through everything. But first, let's do a drag race, because that's exactly what you would do with a rallycross car and an ex-Monte Carlo rally car.
All right, here we go. 74 blistering horsepower out of a 1.275 liter engine. Ooh, listen to that belt squeak. Off the line, I won by a long shot. Into second.
She got a bad start, but
That was awesome.
but she did catch up to him, I think.
That was awesome. And Tommy took my advice. He jumped like crazy.
Well, if the racetrack was like 25 feet.
Yeah, exactly. I think. I mean, that was a heroic effort there. Where you took my advice, didn't you?
I did.
I was like,
sure.
when I
saw those
yeah.
hands up there for a long time. I'm like, all right, this is a hint.
So we're gonna do a baseline run now. So kind of a little before and after. So you're gonna do a lap around the track. If you make it back, we'll have a time for you, and we'll use that to compare against the lap you're gonna do at the end.
You may be surprised.
Shocked even.
Shocked.
Yeah.
First turn. Woo, she's got it!
All right. 125.07. 125.07.
This car's my baby. I don't want to break it, but I do want to win. Come on, nerd behind the steering wheel. Don't mess this one up. Oh my god, that handles so good. Full throttle up the hill, 5,000 RPM in a third. Ooh, it sticks pretty well. Even with these all-season tires, harder on the brakes. Whoa! It doesn't understeer at all! What the heck? Here we go. Come on, little mini. Wrong gear, but that's okay.
right. Wow. A 127.
Oh.
11. Slightly slower. What do you
felt quick.
think?
116.
I love being on this side of the stopwatch for a change. So, how would you feel about 127.11?
I'd feel really bad about a 127.11 because I felt like, oh, come on now. I felt so cool. Oil pressure light came on around one of the chicanes. I was pushing it.
Which proves you were pushing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
Or you were in a Mini. It proves one of those two things.
Just terrible.
Felt smoother. I don't know if it was faster though.
Not unusual. So there's a 128.56, which is actually slower than a lap before. But what happened was I just gave her a whole bunch of stuff to think about, and now she's trying to sort it out in her head. And I didn't slow her down. She will go faster. But I want to compliment you on your turn in from turn 1, where I said use all the road. You had half of your tire hanging off the edge of the road, which is awesome. Don't go any further than that.
Yeah.
In the second gear, turning it in, trying to be smoother this time. I wasn't very smooth the first time. Up and over the hill, keeping it planted. Now I'm going to brake more in a straight line so that when I turn in, that was better, I think. Now I'm going hard on the throttle, trying to use the whole track, and then ignoring the drifter marks. That was interesting. I didn't think about that before.
Whoa. 121.23.
That felt much better, much smoother. I was also pushing it harder. 121.
Yeah, so you were about 7 seconds quicker on that lap.
Yeah.
I was just giving you, like credit for that, but actually what Claire's doing is probably a bit smarter.
Much smarter, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I was definitely, just hammering it
Were
more.
you able to think of what we talked
A
about?
lot more, yeah.
Okay.
Especially when you want to brake pointing more straight than in the turn. That makes a huge difference.
No ABS on this car too,
Right.
so it's like double important on an older car that doesn't have ABS, or a proper race car that doesn't have ABS, that you have the wheels really straight while you're braking. So that was good.
Yeah. All right, Paul's taking the classic Mini around the track because I want to see what he can do. In 3, 2, 1, go. Woohoo! In the Mini! I'm digging it. Oh, this is gonna be much quicker. 120! Fastest time of the day. That was better.
I'm keeping it. Yeah, you can't have it.
Is it set up okay? You think it's pretty good?
It's super fun. Yeah. It's
120.
okay.
Yeah, it was fast.
Yeah, it was good. I still missed a gear. I'm a little rusty. I may have been born in England, but I haven't driven a left-hand manual car in a few years. But yeah, it's super fun. And the thing is it's got loads of grip and balance. Like it'll rotate the back going into a corner literally perfectly, like as well as you could ask a car from today to do it.
Nice, that's so cool.
Yeah, it is. Brakes are sketchy.
Brakes are not good. Yeah, brakes are not
Made a little work there.
Wow, dude, that is fast. What do you think?
What do
What
I
do you
think?
think? Yeah.
I think this car with those tires, I want to say probably like a 108-ish or something like that.
108.41.
Oh, Nailed it.
with 2 passengers as well.
That was awesome, Paul. Thank you.
So we had a lot of fun out here today, and it was great having Claire out here and Tommy. 2 very different cars, different experience levels. Rallycrosser,
Nothing.
YouTube sensation. You know, that's about as different as it gets. You one day could be a YouTube sensation, but I don't know if you could be a rallycrosser. So
Never.
anyway, you kind of got the car for it, but. It was good fun, and you know, I compressed a lot of things for these guys, so I really kind of jammed their brains full of a lot of stuff. And did you have fun? What'd you think?
Oh, Paul, thank you. This was a huge blast. I learned a ton. I've got to go sleep on it and then practice, because I think that's the only way to get better. But yeah, I mean, that's a definitely check out Optimum Drive, Paul's book, because there's a lot to learn.
And then Claire, thanks for letting me drive your car around the track, first of all, and great job driving. What do you think of this little experience that you've had here?
Oh man, I had a ton of fun. Like you said, I'm just trying to kind of learn more skills for the long haul. So yeah, I wasn't trying to go slower, but I understand that.
Smart.
Kind of taking the smoothest fast approach and trying to incorporate everything that you said.
Yeah, so all those are really important principles, Tommy.
Yep.
And and what you can do is, like you said, just keep layering it on there. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about your rally crossing, you know, you come out autocross or you go do a track day, you know, it just doesn't matter. Those same principles will make you fast anywhere.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Check out tflcar.com, Paul. Thanks for coming.
Bam.
We'll see you guys next time.